It's Noah, and welcome back to A Hollywood TV. Well, actress Holly Robinson Peete, she joins us this morning as she shares her experience with overactive bladder. 33 million Americans, they suffer from bothersome OAB symptoms, and we're going to discuss this and the holidays with her this morning. Good morning, Holly, our Hallmark Channel star. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Now, Holly, you've had such a phenomenal career as an actor and an advocate, but what have you been up to lately? Any fun projects with Hallmark, maybe Christmas Con this year?
I'm not going to be at Christmas Con. I'm going to be with my family this year, but I'm very glad that the strike is over so that we can go back to making our Christmas movies like that. That is be the first time I haven't had a Christmas movie since 2015. So very, very excited to get back to the Christmas of it all.
I'm glad the strike is over too. My goodness, I thought it was never going to end because it went on for over 100 days. But I'm glad that we did our part and it's over with and everyone's happy now. And everyone's working like just nonstop.
Yeah, but it ended right at the holidays, so it kind of when everything shuts down. So it's a little bit different, but we will get up and rolling again, and I look forward to getting my movies back on.
Yes, for sure. Well, Holly, tell us about your experience now with OAB. When did you first notice symptoms and what finally made you want to speak up and speak out about this specific topic?
Well, I started having symptoms about 2 years ago and noticed that I had this urgency, this frequency to go 8 times a day, leakage episodes. And it was a difficult thing for me because I'm always on the go. I'm moving and doing so much at once. And I found myself going to restaurants, trying to figure out where the bathroom was, and not going to concerts, which I love to do because I was so worried about having to go so much, traveling on planes. These are things that you don't think about, but what I really noticed was that actually it was my kids that said to me, "Mom, you're not going to this concert because why?" I'm like, "I don't want to have to keep running out and going to the bathroom." So these are things, these symptoms were really getting me down. And I hooked up with a girlfriend and she was telling me I have the same symptoms and I have something called overactive bladder, OAB. I had never heard of it.
Wow.
I just thought, I'm a certain age, I'm getting older, and I have 4 kids, and this is just what comes along with it. But it turns out that I went to a doctor and found out that I had a chronic condition, which, as you said, affects approximately 33 million people.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I'm glad that you're sharing your story this morning because, fans that have followed you for many years, watch you on Hallmark Channel, they might not know this, and I'm glad that we're talking about this health topic. What kinds of questions, Holly, should you ask your doctor if you think you might have OAB for any viewers watching this morning?
Well, you should definitely talk to your doctor and don't be afraid to talk about something like this. This is something that, asking questions is your superpower, right? Getting information about what's going on in your life medically is so important. So you should ask them what kind of treatment could be right for you once you get the diagnosis. For me, the treatment that we decided on was something called Gemtesa, and it has really alleviated and helped my symptoms so much that I can get back to the things that I love to do.
Oh, that's great. Good for you, Holly. And what would you share with others about managing your symptoms?
Oh, well, I would just share that, when you talk to your doctor and you're able to come up with a treatment that works for you, once you're able to manage these, it just really opens up the opportunities to do the things that you love. So like me, I was looking for bathrooms everywhere. I don't have to do that. I can travel. We're taking a road trip for Thanksgiving. And, I'm not the one that has to, pull over and go to the truck stop. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to go
5-6 times.
Right. Like, Mom, come on now. Can we go?
I have to go back to the bathroom.
Can we travel 20 miles without you having to stop? So these are the things, and if you go to timetogo.com, there are other stories of what we are calling go-getters. The go-getter, these are patients that are sharing their OAB stories, and you might be surprised that you might share something in common with them.
Yeah. I think that, so many of us, we might be embarrassed to talk about a topic like this, but like you said, Holly, we should not be embarrassed to talk about our own health. And we have to be our own advocate for our health these days, because doctors will not know what's wrong with you unless you speak up and speak out and tell them, what's going on with your body or the symptoms that you might be having contributing to something like OAB. So really important stuff right here, Holly. But,
100%.
as the holiday season is here, how will you celebrate this year? Do you have any fun Christmas traditions that you like to do with your family?
Oh, we love Christmas. We over decorate. When you're on Hallmark movies, you leave that set. Look, I take my little stuff, with me home. I learned so much about Christmas decorating from being in, over 10 films for Christmas movies. And at the end of the day, more is more. And we bake cookies just like we do on these movies. We bake, we eat, we watch all the movies, sometimes mine. We have a lot of fun Why not? Let's watch Mom's movie. Right. And so we have a lot of fun traditions, but at the end of the day, it's really about being together and, having family with you. That's like, at the end of the day, what's so important, having everyone in one spot. So, but again, traveling, like I said, I'm going to be taking a road trip. And now that, I don't have to worry about, this chronic condition as much as I did, it's so helpful. I also want to just mention about the side effects, because a lot of people have asked me about that. And the common side effects are headache, common cold, and urinary tract infection. Now, just like most medicines, there are side effects. For me, this really was a very good option. And so I just am encouraging people, like you said, empower yourself, to talk to your doctor honestly and openly with no shame about what's going on with you medically, and you can really come away with some good options.
We'll have that website appearing below so our viewers can be directed to that specific site, Holly. Now, last question. I cannot believe we are practically almost at the very end of the year. One more month left, and 2023 is over, and we're going to say bye, Felicia, in 2024. Here we come.
Crazy.
Do you have any goals that you like to set for yourself within the new year? Because so many people try to make like these New Year resolutions. Like, are you that type of person that likes to do stuff like that?
I'm the type of person that makes a resolution and then 2 months later, I'm doing exactly what I said I wouldn't do. So I try not to make the resolutions anymore. I'm giving up on them. I think that I make lists. I make to-do lists on what I would like to accomplish for myself. And then I don't beat myself up too much if I don't check every box, right? But at the end of the day, you always have to be striving for self-improvement, always becoming a better person. As you said earlier, I'm an advocate for autism and Parkinson's and other things. So just continuing my advocacy, trying to step that up, and being a good person at the end of the day, and surrounding myself with good people. So those are my focus. That's my little focus list. But don't beat yourself up if you don't get your resolution done. You're trying to lose 13 pounds by February. That might not happen. You know what I mean? Especially after you eat. And why do we make these resolutions right around the time that we are stuffing our faces? It's just so
I know,
counterintuitive,
A big meal on Thanksgiving, a big meal on Christmas. Some people, like to have like a New Year's
black
party.
eyed peas.
And,
we
and
do
have
black
family
eyed
over
peas
for New Year's.
And that's our tradition. But enjoy the holidays, eat, have a great time, and then when 2024 comes, just continue to level up.
Absolutely. I love how you said that. Well, Holly Robinson Peete, it's been so nice to have you on our show, iHollywood TV. So nice to virtually meet you. And I hope I get to meet you someday in person.
I hope so too. Have a great holiday.
Thank you. You and your family have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to y'all. And thank you so much once again,
Thank
Holly.
you.